Today, I'm back to complete the community challenge issued by Huck's Pop Culture Cafe, where we're picking 5 of our favorite duos of all time. And you know I'm going to put a Mega Mike super twist on this one by doing all superhero titles here. So I got some superhero combos, got some super villain duos, and this is going to be a lot of fun. So let's get right into this. Now, first up, we got to have from the Guardians of the Galaxy franchise, we gotta have Rocket and Groot, right? I mean, they're great in all the Guardians movies together. Also, when they show up in Avenger movies, I mean, they are the dynamic duo here. You got Groot's awesome power and strength. You got Rocket Raccoon's just intellect and cunning cleverness. And they just play off each other so well. They have a great humor about them. And they're just always interesting to see. I love all their character arcs in this whole franchise. You get to see Big Groot, Baby Groot, Teenage Groot, King Groot by the end of Guardians 3. I mean, so many different Groots, just a magical ability about them all. It's so fantastic. And then Rocket Raccoon becomes the leader of the Guardians of the Galaxy. That is just awesome. And so, yeah, they are just one of the best duos all around and just great characters to see on screen. You can't think Rocket without thinking Groot. You can't think Groot without thinking Rocket. So, awesome duo. Alright, next up, it's in the name. You gotta have Ant-Man and the Wasp, right? I mean, they're just a superhero dynamic couple duo that are just fun to see on screen, and they're great in Ant-Man and the Wasp, especially when the Wasp shows up with that super costume ability with the flying and just the laser blast and all of that stuff. And you know, you kind of see that Scott Lang is a little jealous of that suit that has the wings and all those cool abilities, but they still play off each other perfectly. I like the romance and the tension between them. And just to see how their powers are used in this movie with the sizing differences. I mean, you even get to see Ant-Man kind of become like a half Ant-Man, then you get to see him be a giant Ant-Man. And it's just so fun to see these two on screen. They are great. And yeah, they're just awesome. Very awesome characters and a great franchise. Awesome comedy, fun family times. So yeah, you gotta love Ant-Man and the Wasp. Great acting performances as well. Alright, next up. Ooh, let's get into a super villain duo, right? We gotta have Mr. Glass and the Beast. So kind of like Rocket and Groot here, you got Beast with the strength and the power, and then you got Mr. Glass with the intellect, the mastermind behind all of this. And there's such a power villain duo in this movie. I mean, they take on, of course, Bruce Willis's superhero character, but really they're taking on more because they really kind of take on the whole system, this underground society you get revealed by the end of this. But Mr. Glass, he's always just been a favorite of mine. How this franchise just really pokes at the superhero comic book genre and all the tropes of the comic book characters. And he just says, hey, sounds like the bad guys teaming up. And I love that. I love that dynamic. James McAvoy's performance as the Beast and all those different personalities. Amazing performance. Don't know how he didn't get nominated for an Oscar in this one. I mean, how he just changes so quick within seconds on the fly is stunning. And then, like I said, Samuel L. Jackson as Mr. Glass. You really can't go wrong with that character. Such an interesting villain. And like I said, you always need the mastermind, and everybody always underestimates the mastermind. So I love that villain duo. All right, next up. Ooh, let's head over to, yes, Captain America, Civil War, Avengers 2.5, whatever you want to call it. You gotta have Captain America and the Winter Soldier taking on Iron Man at the end of this movie. I love the throwdown. They're just throwing Cap's shield back and forth, just slamming into the Iron Man costume, just taking out Iron Man. I mean, come on, they totally win. They totally defeat Iron Man. And then Iron Man is like, hey, you don't deserve that shield. And they just throw it in the ground. And they're like, well, okay, yeah, you're kind of right on that. And they just walk away. I love that. That's an amazing hero duo in here. And I love to see how that Civil War dynamic plays out. Just all the confrontation, tension between them and Iron Man. Such a great movie, such a great duo of characters. And when you think Winter Soldier, you think Captain America. And you always seen Winter Soldier first as kind of the super villain, but then now going on to the hero side. So I love that dynamic back and forth just between that character. But when they get paired up as a heroic duo, just one of the best in the Avengers universe, in my opinion. All right, next up, number one here, number one, this is top 5 list here. So number one, you guys know I'm going to put my favorite movie of all time. For another villain duo, you gotta have The Dark Knight Rises. I know I could have gone with a superhero duo of Batman and Catwoman, which would have been a great choice as well. But you know, I kind of lean on the side of the villain, so we gotta have Tom Hardy's Bane. I'm Gotham's Reckoning. And you gotta have Talia al Ghul. Once again, kind of like Mr. Glass and Beast, right? You got the strength, the power from Bane, who's also very strategic as well. So he's kind of a thinker in his own right. But then the mastermind behind the whole situation, Talia al Ghul, gets revealed at the end. You know, Bane is the protector of Talia al Ghul. They're running the League of Shadows. It's a fun time for being a villain, I guess. You know, villains have a lot of the fun, right? But such a great combo here. I mean, they break down Batman to his very core. They break the Batman's back. They kind of break his spirit along the way. And then Batman has to rise again to go up to them and defeat them eventually, right? But I just love how they get Batman just down into that cave. And just, yeah, it's some of the most powerful scenes, some of the most action-packed, memorable scenes in any superhero for me. Yeah, The Dark Knight Rises. Amazing movie, very underrated, and very underrated villain duo. This is a great duo. Got to put some respects on Bane and Talia al Ghul's names. Yes, love this duo, super fantastic. But there we go. That was my super twist, top 5 superhero or villain duos right there. I know your list would be completely different, so take on this challenge yourself by either putting out a video or even write in the comments below what are 5 duos you love from any kind of genre movie out there. Let's have those fun movie conversations down below. And if you love collecting physical media just like me and being part of this amazing league of mega film fans, make sure you subscribe right now. That way you stay entertained and up to date on all the latest physical media topics.
I'm done running.
And if you enjoy these physical media topics, check out another one right now. And thank you so much, my mega membership supporters.